Right, everybody, welcome back to another Manchester United video. Now, in this video, we'll be talking Eric Ten Hag's press conference ahead of the game against Brentford. Is a return in the Premier League. We'll be talking about what happened in this game, players returning, Mazraoui latest, and much more. Ten Hag talked about the attack, back of the media. He talked about Ericsson, Shaw, and Malacia returning, as well as much more. So let's get straight into it. So Eric Ten Hag confirms in terms of team news that Mazraoui is available to face Brentford. He also confirms that there are a couple of knocks for Manchester United, with Harry Maguire and Kobbie Mainoo out for a couple of weeks. So listen, injury news, I mean, we thought Mazraoui would be out, but the actual positive is that he's back and he's in and around the team. He'll be ready to play against Brentford tomorrow, which is very important. Mazraoui's been a key player for us since coming in. He's played almost every minute of every game, and it's been a key player for us. So really happy with Mazraoui. I think he's been an important part of Eric Ten Hag's sort of time at United, and particularly the start to this season. So really happy with Mazraoui, and I think he will continue to improve as the time goes on. Ten Hag said, "We have a mountain to climb." Well, that's top football. Sometimes you have to face challenges, but I'm sure we'll make a success like we did in the last two seasons. I see the good things, good patterns and good stats that confirms we're in a good direction, but ranking doesn't lie, and where we are isn't good enough. Listen, obviously United haven't had the greatest start to the season, our worst start to the season in years. That's obvious, but I think Ten Hag he's confident that he's gonna kind of turn it around, and that's fair enough. He has that self-confidence, that ego, in a good way, to kind of say he's gonna turn it around and make this season a big season for Manchester United, and that's actually fair enough. Like, listen, it's just about, it's all talk. He now has to go on the pitch and prove it. And listen, where we haven't had a great start to the season, it's kind of a reset now after the international break, and then we come back firing and ready to go. We've got Brentford, Fenerbahce, some big games. Obviously, players missing. Mainoo will be missing most of those games, in which he's been a key player for us. So that is very disappointing. But yeah, listen, this game's big. Ten Hag talked about Tuchel. He said it's a very good choice from the FA. Top class manager, proved himself. England has world class players. Opportunity to win 2 big championships. Obviously, Tuchel was someone who was linked to the United job after Ten Hag was getting sacked. Obviously, Ten Hag's probably happy he's gone to the FA. To England, it probably limits out another option to replace him and kind of keeps him in the job a bit longer due to not having viable replacements. Ten Hag talked about return of Shaw and Malacia. He said we can't force the return and we have to do it clever. We don't want them to return and quickly drop out. But of course, when they come back, we hope that they come back as soon as possible, because this team needs a left fullback, and that's absolutely correct. We do need a fullback. We've struggled this season playing Delo there. Yes, Mazraoui's done a good job, and so is Delo at left back. He's done a decent job, but we still need to replace the players. I believe. I think we need to get in Mazraoui, and we need to find a left back. I think we definitely in January is imperative though that we do sign a left back. There's nothing bigger than that right now for me than signing a left back for Manchester United. So I think we need to go out and do that, see whether United can do that. But yeah, I'm hoping that we can get a left back in, because we do need one for the system. But Shaw Malacia is positive. The next thing, Ten Hag talked about Ericsson. Obviously, there's been a lot of rumours that he will be looking to leave Manchester United, and ultimately that's what he's talked about. He said lately he improved himself within the team with Kobbie, and they proved to be a good couple. He's had a good season so far, and it's important for the team, linking key passes, being creative, composed and calm, and very happy with his performances. Obviously, Ericsson hasn't had the best of starts. He's had a good start, to the season. I think he's got 11 goals and assists now so far this season. He's been a big part of that United midfield. As I said, he has made some few mistakes and doesn't have the legs anymore. But ultimately, for me, Ericsson's the top player. I think he will leave United next summer. I think for a free agent, he's been a great signing. In terms of this game against Brentford, do I think he'll start? With Mount being not 100%, with Mainoo being out, Ugarte not 100% fit, I do think you see Ericsson starting in that midfield. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. Ten Hag hits back at second report. He said no noise is only coming from the media, from some of you, not all of you, creating stories and fairy tales, bringing lies, because I know we're the one on the page of this club. I said before the break, but several journalists probably didn't believe me. Within the club, it's quiet. Injuries do not help. For sure, you need players available to perform. Kobbie and Harry are out for a couple of weeks, but Mazraoui is good news. He returned on the training pitch and is available for tomorrow. So listen, Ten Hag kind of hits back there. Listen, he's got an awful lot of criticism from media, from fans, from journalists about the future of him at this football club. And you have to hit back at it, because obviously the club backed Ten Hag. when they do think it's time to sack him, they will ultimately sack him. You see how ruthless INURIES are, and if they feel like it's the right time to sack Ten Hag, they will go out and do it. So we'll have to wait and see. Do I think Ten Hag will get sacked? I think that every game is just going to flip back and forward, back and forward. So depending on if we win or lose. I mean, if he loses, he'll be gone. I think if he loses a few games in a row, he will be sacked. But let's see what happens. Ten Hag's on about improving attack. I mean, it's been 4 games or 4 league games since United have scored a goal. He said, I think the players do well. We won last season. Maybe we forgot when we face problems. Sometimes we have to line up with teams who are not in the right balance. But because players aren't available. But I think in the general, the players do perform well. We have to start scoring now. It's the most important part of football. We have to improve that. Ten Hag talks about his trophies so much, man. Like, that's all he talks about. And yes, he's won 2. And yes, we've won trophies, but he has to do more. You look at, like, would I rather be in Arsenal's position now where they're challenging for the league, they've progressed under their manager, and they're playing some very, very good football? Or will I be at United? We don't know what we're going to get game to game. It's not very balanced. Like, I'm choosing to be Arsenal right now. So, listen, with all the trophies that Ten Hag's won, he's not really backing himself up. And it's all about how we play and how we're hoping for this performance. And listen, it's going to be a tough game. Brentford are a top side. They can score goals. They can create chances, get assists, do all of that stuff that's needed. So I'm hoping United can go out there and really prove a statement to this Brentford team, to the United fans, and ultimately to themselves that they can definitely do it. I think it will be a very, very tough game. Ten Hag has got a lot on the line again. It's another big game for United, which seems not a surprise, to be honest. It is. Every game's a big game now going forward. So let's see what happens. Let me know if you did enjoy. Like, comment, subscribe if you are new. And let me know what videos you want to see. 5 things to expect will be coming out. The previews already on the channel, so check that out. Talked about some interesting things. And yeah, we do the 5 things to expect. And I put that on the channel. So thank you for watching. If you did enjoy, like, comment, subscribe if you are new. And peace.